Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. Thank you for joining us on this fine Tuesday morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Welcome back.
Yeah,
How was your
thanks.
weekend?
It was great. It was very cool. Thanksgiving was beautiful and wonderful.
Aww.
Hung out with the kiddo all weekend. It was very cool. And then we did, I do have to say this, we went to Jack's Yacht Tours.
Did you do that Saturday
Yes.
night? I was so jealous.
That was so cool.
How
We're going to
was
have them on the
it?
show.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because you got to see. Were you in the boat parade or watching
In the boat
it?
parade. We were like at the end of it. It was awesome.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous, but we'll definitely have to
We'll bring them on for
get
sure.
on the boat one more time with them. Maybe.
Great show though.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in the studio today. So coming up, we're living in the kitchen, of course, with First Coast Technical College's
Yeah, we
culinary
are.
program.
Oh,
Say
look
that
at
5 times fast, and I
Boom.
cannot wait to try.
Let me get a biscuit,
cheddar
baby.
Biscuits.
Plus, if you're looking to elevate your holiday party, look no further than North Florida Fairy Tales. They're in studio with the details.
Oh
for
my gosh,
everybody.
how
Look
cool
great.
is that, David? I love. Oh my gosh, Gwen would love that too.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding.
And super friend of the show, Ann Roy, is back with some great gift ideas for the
That's awesome.
men in your life. Yeah, David, you're loving that.
What? Everything. That's all me all day long. I can't wait to go hang out with Ann Roy. All right, guys, but for right now, it is time for Living in the Kitchen. And today, we have chef instructor Kyle Forson and culinary arts student Matthew Patton, as well as a whole slew of human beings here. Hello, everybody. Gotta scooch on in. We can try to get you in here. There you go. You come this side. You come here. Right there is perfect. All right, guys. So, hello. Good to see you all. You look fantastic. So, tell us about your culinary background.
Myself, originally from St. Augustine, kind of worked in St. Augustine for quite a while.
Okay.
Went to St. Augustine High School and First Coast Technical College in 2003.
Oh wow.
So quite a while ago.
Okay, so you are the instructor. Correct?
I'm the instructor.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the program of which you are the instructor for.
It's a 1-year program. We kind of try to encompass every skill set within the culinary industry. We do
Okay.
savory food, we do sweet food, we do quite a bit of culinary math, these guys will attest to. Got on the financial end of it, try to set people up if they want to do a business or something
Yeah.
like that. We take trips, do fun things like this from time to time.
Yeah,
We're
man.
going to visit the Cisco factory next week. So
Very
we
cool.
kind of try to get them a little bit of everything
All right.
in 1 year of school.
All right, Matthew, talk to me for just a second. Tell me about the program. How are you doing?
So we're basically learning the basics of French cooking, baking, you name it.
It's pretty
yeah.
cool, right?
Yeah.
How far along are you in the program?
I'm probably a month away from graduating. We graduate
Nice,
in
dude,
January. Yeah.
Congratulations, man. That's fantastic. Okay, so what are we making today? I'm gonna scooch over. You guys can scooch in this way. Sorry, I gotta cover you all up. I apologize. If y'all want to scoot in, you can.
Today we're making cheddar drop biscuits.
Ooh, yeah. These things look amazing.
We kind of do
Yeah.
baking from a couple weeks before Thanksgiving all
Okay.
the way through Christmas.
Perfect time for
Kind of
that.
matches things seasonally.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a whole bunch of pies for Thanksgiving, and now doing a little bit of biscuits and
Cool.
stuff like that. And then cake season's coming up.
Let's get down into it, man.
cookies.
Let's make some stuff. Let's do it. How do we make these? How do we make these biscuits?
All right,
So-
Autumn, can you come on over and give us a hand? Grab some
All right.
gloves. Pretty simple process. We
Cool.
did want to do the biscuits today because it's something that people can do at home very, very easily.
I like that.
We have a little bit of baking soda and baking powder in our flour. You can buy self-rising flour from the grocery store and make it even easier on yourself.
Oh, great.
We're looking at 4 or 5 ingredients tops. Autumn right now is just cutting in the butter, just kind of using her fingers to mash up into little pieces, trying to make it a little bit mealy. You try to get it looking about the size of little peas in there.
Okay.
So she's just gonna get the butter in there, get the cheese in there. We're gonna add some buttermilk, mush it all together, and then drop them right here on our pan.
That is amazing. Okay, so while we're mixing all this kind of stuff together, let's talk some business. Let's talk some shops. Do you guys offer financial aid, things like that?
We do offer financial aid, lots of financial aid options. I think it's one of the biggest advantages of our school is the financial support that students can get.
Fantastic.
So it's an incredibly affordable education to get yourself out there in the high-end workforce.
Excellent. And there's plenty of work too.
Plenty of work. Yeah, lots of work in this industry. Especially here, North Florida, Jacksonville, St. Augustine. There's always new restaurants opening up. There's some very, very ambitious chefs around here. So we're trying to get people trained for that.
Very cool. All right, so we have a second segment with you guys. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish up these biscuits. We're gonna throw them in the pan, get them in the oven, and then I'm gonna eat one of those biscuits. You know what? I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna do it now. Jordan, over to you.
Can you consolidate that stuff?
David, I'm a little jealous of that. That looks amazing. I will be getting some later. Well, Fashion Funds the Cure is an upscale run race show honoring children battling cancer, and it's happening next Monday. And I'm actually going to be one of the MCs along with Brian King. So let's welcome Chris Geib, Chief Development Officer of the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation. Thank you so much for being here today and also for asking me to be a part of this event.
No, I'm excited to have you and Brian Sexton as a team up there. It's
I
going to
said
be
Brian
awesome.
King, sorry, Brian Sexton. Yes, you've seen with the Jaguars, talking about them all the time. Thank you so much. So tell us about the upcoming event, Fashion Funds the Cure.
Yeah, so we've actually done it here in Jacksonville back before 2019. We did it a few years in a row. We haven't come back since, but we teamed up with Josh Hines Allen and his wife Caitlin, wonderful people as well as a great football player. But they had to go through their own battle, which I know a lot of folks around here have probably heard throughout the season. So they dedicated this season and his foundation to pediatric cancer awareness and research and everything. So he's got some great organizations he's working with locally and with us throughout the year, doing a sackathon. But then they want to do some signature events. So we're bringing back Fashion Funds the Cure to Jacksonville, and their son Wesley is going to be one of our featured warriors.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. Tell us about 41 for All Foundation and how you got involved with them.
Yeah, they reached out between him and their PR team, and they just wanted to find good organizations to work with to help amplify using their platform, with the journey that they went through. And they found us, and we're focused on research, and that was a big part of what they wanted to do. One of our partner hospitals actually is Nemours, where Wesley was treated, so it was kind of an easy collaboration for us, and we had the platform of some of these events that they were interested in.
And then overall, tell us about the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation.
Sure. Yeah, so we fund research. That's what we do. We have a consortium of 40 plus hospitals now around the country.
Wow.
We only have one office in Tampa. That's one of our biggest things that we're proud of is our fiscal responsibility. So when you come to this event or donate to us, the money's going the right place. So if you look at Charity Navigator and all these other places, we're at the highest level you could possibly be for fiscal responsibility. And our mission is simple. We want to fund less toxic and more targeted treatments for these kids battling cancer, because
so important.
We're doing a good job on treating the cancer a lot, but we're hurting the bodies, because of the treatment they're getting. So all these doctors are coming together to fix it and find a better way to do it.
I think that's amazing. So how can people get involved? Are there still tickets available for Monday's event?
There is. It's going to be at the Porsche dealership in Jacksonville. The Fields Auto has been amazing to be a big part of this. And there is tickets available. They are limited.
Okay.
If you go to our website, nationalpcf.org, click the events button, you'll see the Jacksonville page. And if it doesn't say sold out, there's still tickets. If it does say sold out, today is Giving Tuesday, and you want to just donate towards the event.
Go.
Donate towards it. Every dollar you give is going straight to help research.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. And again, thank you so much for having me to be a part of this. And of course, Brian Sexton. Sorry, I'm Brian King on the brain. But Brian is amazing. I've worked with him before, and you guys are amazing. So I cannot wait for Monday night. Thank you so much again.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. David, what do we have coming up?
All right, stick around, guys. Coming up, we have gift guru Ann Roy back with us for some unique holiday gift ideas. That and much more after the break. We'll see you then.
Get huge savings on your new replacement windows during Renewal by Andersen's 31-day sale. Call this number now and schedule your free window diagnosis, because this fantastic offer and special financing ends soon. Call today and save. Renewal by Andersen.
I called Morgan & Morgan. You pick up a telephone, you feel like you have a friend that understands.
They really are for everyone they represent. They take us in as family.
My experience was very personal. My attorney was right there every step of the way. I felt like she was really concerned about me.
The team I had was like family. We kind of became friends.
They're the biggest injury law firm, but they're also like family, and they're just doggone nice.
Performance that truly matters for each and every one of us. This is what you've been waiting for. Shen Yun, coming to Jacksonville and Orange Park from December 27th through February 11th. Tickets at shenyun.com/FL.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
This winter, experience the ultimate rock Christmas tradition. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 11th, VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss this season's most exciting concert experience. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert.
Take a deep breath. Fill every moment with anticipation, adventure, excitement, and joy. Experience the opportunity for endless potential in a community full of wonder. Fleet Landing, retirement without limits. In Atlantic Beach and coming soon to Nocatee.
Are your windows hard to open and close? Are they leaking or drafty? Call Renewal by Andersen for a free design consultation. Take advantage of this money-saving offer for incredible savings, plus attractive financing. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Welcome back, everybody. Stuck on what to get the guy in your life this Christmas, whether he's the grill master, the sports guy, or the one who doesn't need anything. And Roy has some suggestions to share with us today. And it's good to see you as always.
Happy to be back here.
Everything here is awesome. I like it all, especially this guy. We'll get to that in a minute, but what do you have for us?
All right, we're going to start with for the golfer, or even if they don't golf, this can be used, but it is called the Hideaway cooler from kangacoolers.com, and they make other coolers that just slip over 6-packs and 12-packs. Cool. The idea of this is if you're playing golf somewhere and you're not allowed to bring your own cooler, boom, goes in the side pocket.
Yes.
Fits in most side pockets of golf bags, so it's going to fit up to 6 cans. It's also got
it's perfect.
So you freeze that, and the beer will stay cold the whole round. Super easy to clean. It's got a bunch of different pockets in here. The beer will pop out easily.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you can lift the flap up this way or this way. So. Great product, cool. Keeps it cold for up to 6 hours, and it comes in 4 different colors.
Love
so kangacoolers.com.
They
say it's bring the fun without bringing the attention. I like that. I like that logo. So next up, we've got wall art. This is Beer Deer, so no hunting required. And these are, it is durable corrugated cardboard, and it comes in this was about 8 sheets. Took me 10 minutes to put it together.
Not bad.
Yeah, and so then it's got a little hook. You can hook it back in your man cave or your wall or whatever. And they've got the deer. They've got the eagle, they've got a longhorn, they've got fish like marlin and bass. So just, again, something fun, that
this is
for the man cave.
This would super look cool in my garage.
Right, so this is beerdeerusa.com. This one, found on Instagram. I'm obsessed with this one. This is cartiniglassware.com. So these are martini glasses on die-cast metal cars. So they've got
so cool.
There's moving parts.
Right, like you were showing me before.
If you back it up, it's gonna. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So I noticed the golf cart, and then they've got a collection. So they have an Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin, VW Bug, Chevy Bel Air Coupe, Classic Taxi, Maseratis, Porsches. That, like, you go on their website, they've got a great selection, and it's a really good price point.
That's awesome.
So I just think even if you're not even going to drink a martini out of them, what a great display thing for your bar.
That's kind of what you were saying, right? You're like, I just like have these things out. They just look cool.
Yeah, super nice. Next up, final thing is,
This is
if you need a new grill, a portable grill, it's a little heavy, but it's oklahomajoes.com. This is sturdy steel construction. The grates inside are porcelain, easy cleanup. It's for charcoal, obviously, and it can be combined with another grill, another one of their grills, or another grill to turn it into an offset smoker.
Yeah.
So it's got the temperature control, it's got the vents on either
on the side
side.
here.
So again, just a great product. It's like 16 inches wide. Again, it's a little heavy, but once you've got it in place, you are good to go.
So I have a couple of buddies who have these, and they are phenomenal.
Great for like bringing to tailgating.
It
Yeah,
is
that's what I was
amazing.
thinking.
Yep.
Yeah,
You just take this out there, you can put it on top of a sturdy table, and you can go to town.
You're good to go.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, Ann, these are all absolutely perfect. Thank you so very much. Where do we go to keep up with you?
A Royal Find on Instagram or AnnRoy904 on Instagram.
Very cool, Ann. Thank you so very much. As always, it is a pleasure. Jordan, what you got for us?
Well, we want to make your party a little more magical with North Florida Fairy Tales. So let's welcome the owner, Allison Alexander. And of course, we all know the Ice Queen. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh my gosh, I think this is such a cool idea. So tell us about North Florida Fairy Tales and what you do exactly.
Well, we are a party character company. So we provide all kinds of characters for children's events, corporate events, anything like that we can spread a little joy to.
It's so much fun. I've seen some of the pictures, and our own Claire Alfrey also gets involved, which I think is really, really fun. So how did you get started with this exactly?
Well, it's something that I've always wanted to do and been very passionate about, the princesses. And so I decided, why not look it up and see if there's anything in the area. So I did, and fast forward about 4 years later, and now I own the company. And
Congratulations, that's really
here we
cool.
are.
Yeah, and you're seeing some of the, there's Claire right there. Actually, no, that is not Claire. That is a character dancing beautifully.
Our Princesa Latina.
Latina princess,
And
I
our
love
beauty
it.
princess.
Yeah, we want to just tell everyone just the options that they can have, because is it just princesses?
It's not just princesses. We do have superheroes and tons of other characters too. Of course, we try to provide entertainment for every gender, age, anything.
I think that's so cool. And of course, thank you so much for coming here. I mean, have you ever been to Florida?
Oh, I've been a few times. It's quite warm here, but I do love it.
Yeah, so how are you able to fare from the ice to this?
Oh, it is quite a transition, but as a queen, I am used to transitioning.
Ah, that's so true. And how's your sister?
Oh, she's wonderful. She's back home in Arendelle. She's doing lovely. She's taking care of everything while I'm away.
Well, I'm glad she was able to do that so you could come hang out with us. So talk about what happens at these parties. Obviously, the interactions, there's singing involved, anything like that?
Yes, we do sing. We have activities that the parents get to choose from, our list of options, but we just do everything that we can to make it magical, special. You know, we come with our bag of tricks and let the kids guide us.
And I think that's so much fun.
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
And they can choose if they want one or more characters?
We have, you could do as many characters as you'd like, mixed characters.
Oh, that's cool.
If you want a superhero and princess party, we've done all kinds of fun things like that.
And then is there anything else you'd like to add about maybe customization or anything? Like if you don't have anyone available, you can kind of, with enough time, make it happen for them?
Yeah, of course. If we don't have a character that you're looking for, with enough time, we might be able to accommodate. We're always looking for suggestions for expanding and just making sure that we can provide as much as we can for everybody.
Yes, so the website's on the screen. Make sure you go to their Instagram though too, because every month starting in January, you'll be having a deal.
Yes, every month we'll have a different special, a 10% off for different characters depending on the month. So follow us on social media and you can see the upcoming month's promotions.
Thank you so much, Allison. And thank you so much for joining us. I know you've got to get going, so bundle up and safe travels.
Thank you.
David, what do we have coming up?
All right, stick around. We're back living in the kitchen with culinary program at First Coast Technical College. Don't go anywhere. We got biscuits, baby.
If you live in Northeast Florida and are covered by both Medicare and Medicaid, it's time to get to know the U-Card, only from United Healthcare. It's a member ID card that can open doors to comprehensive and affordable coverage. And it's all yours when you join a United Healthcare Dual Complete plan. If you live in one of these Northeast Florida counties, you could get more benefits than original Medicare with this plan, all for a $0 monthly plan premium. To learn more, give us a call. With your U-Card in hand, you can use the $349 credit you'll get every month to help pay for over-the-counter products like pain relievers, cold remedies, or your daily vitamins. The U-Card can also be used to help pay for healthy foods and utilities for qualifying members. And as your member ID card, the United Healthcare U-Card opens doors to a large network of Medicare Advantage providers, including doctors and specialists. Dual Complete also gives you a $4,000 dental allowance for covered services like cleanings, fillings, x-rays, and crowns, plus a $0 copay for covered generic and brand name prescriptions, and $0 copays for 72 one-way trips to or from the doctor and pharmacy. It's not only a great way to get more benefits than original Medicare, but with United Healthcare by your side, you'll get our support every step of the way. So if you live in Northeast Florida, see why more people with a dual special needs plan choose United Healthcare and get the United Healthcare U-Card. Use your credit on your U-Card every month to help pay for over-the-counter products, plus healthy food and utilities for qualifying members. All for a $0 monthly plan premium. Annual enrollment ends December 7th. So call or click to connect with us today to get the reliable all-in-one coverage of a United Healthcare Dual Complete plan.
Really painful feet. I had no idea what was going on. It's hard to put in words how gratifying it is to have that kind of pain gone.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
This Morgan video was not approved, authorized, or endorsed by Disney. This Morgan video was not approved, authorized, or endorsed by Disney.
This holiday season, discover the magic of the Jacksonville Symphony's Holiday Pops. Enjoy uplifting holiday classics and festive family favorites while surrounded by a musical wonderland of sensational symphonic music. Sing along with your family and friends and experience the joy Jacksonville awaits all year long. Featuring dazzling guest artists and shining surprises, it's Jacksonville's liveliest holiday tradition. So get your tickets while they last at jaxsymphony.org.
At Michael's Rug Studio, we make it easy to get your area rugs clean. With over 120 years of combined rug expertise, there isn't a more qualified team to clean your rugs in Jacksonville.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Brangley.
Yes, great to
How
see
are
you.
you?
Well, I've never been so happy about rain in all my life. I mean, it was tough. It was with 34 long days without a drop of rain.
Real? Was it 34?
34.
Well, listen, the Ice Queen said that she came with the cold weather, but it was so warm here, it just melted.
It did, but
The snow melted.
Yeah, we do have some chilly weather at least on the way tomorrow. So
Okay.
it's about a little chilly weather.
little
But
bit of
today, just for your errands, so walking the dogs, going to the doctor appointments, getting the kids from school, you want to get in that pickup line a little early today
Okay.
because we got our heaviest rain still to come between about noon and 2 o'clock, I think, for most of us. Here's our line. So Lake City seeing some of the heavier showers to Folkestone. And as we do a little storm tracker here, not looking for any big storms at this point, but some rain. So McClenny, Jacksonville by 12:24. So Jordan, if you need some lunch,
got a boogie.
You may want to order in. Or have it.
Hey, good to know. Good to know.
Middleburg, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches as we head toward 1:32 o'clock. So for the drive home, much better. But here it is. The drought is over. 34 straight days of dry weather, almost a quarter inch in Jacksonville. But the big question we're getting now on Facebook, what about the weekend? We got the Jaguars game right against the
And
Colts.
I have a Grinch pup crawl, so tell me what's happening.
And I have in a pickleball tournament.
Oh, man.
And look what I have, pickleball colors. Colors.
No.
Unfortunately, Saturday looks very busy. High confidence of rain, so just keep that in mind. Have a plan B for the weekend. Colts, Jaguars, we're taking the ponchos, but it's going to be a win-win.
All right, I
rain
like
or
that.
shine, it's going to be a win. Okay. So we'll keep you updated on the rain in a very different pattern here in December. A rainier
Thank you.
pattern.
Thank you for that, Mike. And you're mentioning food. It's time for me to head to the kitchen.
Yeah, sounds
okay,
good.
David?
All right, we are back in the Winn-Dixie kitchen, built by ProCraft Cabinetry. All right, we're back here with First Coast Technical College. Hello, gentlemen. Good to see you again. Yep. Hello, hello. And then, sir, and then, ladies. All right, we're giving time for Jordan to come back in here. All right, because we've got to continue on. We've got biscuits. And
I'm
they're hot and
excited.
fresh.
You know what? I
Hot and
might just
fresh.
let you
Watch
take this
yourself.
away, David, because I feel like I'm gonna. What is it? Too many cooks in the kitchen? I'm gonna let you take this.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. All right, chefs, tell me about these biscuits one more time, real quick, and then I'm gonna. Well, you know what? Are they super hot? Can I just grab one?
Man, you can go for it.
Man, let's see how hot they are. You know what? I'm just gonna grab this right here. Watch this.
Oh, it's steamy.
Like one?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, these are drop biscuits like we talked about. Really, really quick, really easy. You don't even really have to mix them. You just pull it all together, drop it down with a spoon. My wife's dad in Georgia used to call these cat's ear biscuits. I don't know if you've heard that one before, but it's kind of the similar thing. You can put a little herbs or something in this if you want to, jalapenos in it.
Dude, those
you
are
can
perfect.
really, really mess with it however you want. We have a little garlic butter that we put over the top of it, but it's very easy, very simple, very adaptable.
I love it so much. Okay, so let's talk about the college for just a second. Let's bring it back home. So, what should students expect at FCTC?
They should expect to cook, be in the kitchen. You know, we probably spend, I'd like to say, 70, close to 80% of the time cooking, as opposed to you know, being buried in the books or other things like that. Yeah, it's one of the few places where you can make a mistake cooking, right? And you actually get actually get to learn by failing.
Yeah.
So, you know, we try to get as hands-on as possible, and we try to expose to as much as possible, kind of like the trips and things that we talked about.
Let's talk about your experience with it, right? So you're actually one of the students. So tell me about the hands-on nature of it and how that's helped you out as opposed to just talking about it.
Me personally, I'm a hands-on learner. I like to get in the kitchen and like just get to it. Let's see.
So like, what would be your favorite so far? Like, of what you've learned at class, like, what's the favorite dish you've learned?
Personal favorite. There's still a lot to learn. I think I had a lot of fun cooking. We did our 60th anniversary dinner at FCTC, and we cooked like these huge, massive like fillets. They're like this long.
What?
And yeah, we seared all around, and then we popped it in the oven, and it got really juicy. It was so good.
That's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
That was very good. Okay, so let's talk about industry certifications. So what do you guys offer?
ServSafe manager certification. It's a pretty high level sanitation certification. If you go out into most restaurants, there's probably really only like a chef, a sous chef, a manager, or someone who has it.
Oh, really?
So these guys putting this on their resume is kind of giving them a leg ahead already. And it's very, very important to us, the sanitation aspect of it as well.
Dealing with food.
So that's something that they can go out there with, again, trying to start a business or something of their own as well. Gives them a great background and a great step forward.
I love it, and it's not a forever program, right? It's pretty speedy. How long is the program over time?
1,200 hours.
1,200 hours. You said that was about what, a year?
About a year, 40 weeks. We get it done in 40 weeks. These guys even have a summer vacation, like the kids.
You even get a summer vacation. That's very cool. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to have a little bit more bite from this stuff, but if folks want to learn more about you, maybe they want to be a student, where do we send them?
Straight to our website. It's very, very simple, fctc.edu. You can go into the culinary side of it. There's a link for everything you need. There's some financial aid information. It hook you up with our recruiters, come to a tour, anything like that.
I love it. If you have any interest in the culinary arts, these are the folks to go see. Make sure that you do that. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back after the break as I am going to go to town on some biscuits. We'll be right back.
Delicious.
Teeth are amazing. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we have new financing options to help you get a new smile today, not someday. Scan the QR code or call to learn more.
Go ahead and smile.
Honey,
Wait, what?
with COVID-19 and my heart disease, I'm not going to wait. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now. I'm not risking it.
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and helps stop the virus from multiplying in your body. Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. Tell your doctor about all medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements you take, as certain tests or dosage changes of your other medicines may be needed. Tell them if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to be pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if allergic to its ingredients. Stop taking and call your doctor right away if you have allergic reaction symptoms. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe like anaphylaxis and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor today.
When your home breaks down, you need reliable service fast. Call Florida Home Air Conditioning and take $50 off any HVAC repair. Our pros are ready 7 days a week to fix the problem. With over 20 years experience serving Jacksonville and the surrounding areas, plus our exceptional service guarantee, you can trust Florida Home Air Conditioning to bring comfort and calm back to your home. Call 904-594-7435 to schedule your appointment.
Florida Home AC.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
Nice grin. Want a few more reasons to show it off? How about a budget-friendly FedVip plan from United Concordia Dental with no deductibles or waiting periods? And dental benefits connecting your oral health and your overall health that'll have you grinning from ear to ear. Enroll November 10th through midnight EST December 8th. Visit ucdfedvip.com to learn more. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental.
There was a forklift accident. Before I hired Morgan & Morgan, I did call a few other places. The other places denied helping me. I called Morgan & Morgan, and they accepted me kind of like with open arms. They are for the people. They showed me that they were for me.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe it's time the world sees your smile. Whether it's a single tooth, dentures, or dental implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone.
Go ahead and smile.
Florida residents know that when you own a home in this climate, you need to prioritize choosing secure and impact-resistant windows. Let's welcome back Chief Marketing Officer at Renewal by Andersen Jacksonville, Chelsea Zerpola, who also, Renewal by Andersen, is the proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You matched that greatly.
How did you land that? I mean, just because the quality of your products, I guess, right?
We love our partnership with the Jaguars, and we're excited to see them do well this season.
Oh, heck yeah. Duval, let's do it. Speaking of Duval, and not just Duval, Florida in general, we talk about how the climate here can be so harsh, either with the salinity, the heat, hurricane season. You guys really not just secure us with against burglars, and we can talk about that too because you got that 5-point locking system, but also just the climate itself, right? And why are you able to protect us so well with this product?
What's great about our product is that you no longer have to pull out those heavy hurricane screens, right? I think as we get older, and I'm saying that even if you're younger, that is a really heavy ask, and oftentimes you can't even find somebody to take them off your windows after the hurricane has passed. So the great thing about Renewal by Andersen Acclaim Impact windows is that you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
The hurricane nature or the hurricane impact nature of the glass allows you to feel safe even during those harsh, scary seasons that, you know, are right around the corner.
Right, and I like too that what you've said in the past too is like when you put up like shutters or anything like that, you can't see what's happening outside.
No, and you're scared. It's even scarier, right? And then oftentimes if you get a product like vinyl and a vinyl impact window, oftentimes you have to have really thick frames in order for it to protect you at the level it needs to. With Renewal by Andersen Fiberx being 2 times stronger than vinyl, it's the thinnest frame with the most expansive glass space, so you get to enjoy that beautiful backyard.
Yeah, and also the customization of, let's say, you know, this is some of the work behind us here, the black frames.
So chic and so beautiful.
Yeah, that is really cool. And so you can really customize it to anything on the inside and the outside.
Absolutely, and we have some combo colors that match, and oftentimes the HOAs are very, you know, particular, and we want to make sure that we can accommodate that, so a different color from the outside than the inside to really match your decor and align with your HOA as well.
Yeah, and your style. You know, we all want to have something that's unique to us and not cookie cutter. We've talked about that before too. And then, yeah, let's get back to security features.
Yeah. Super important,
Yeah.
right? How many of us have windows that just aren't quite right? They're not operational, or they're not even lockable. Our beautiful Acclaim Impact windows have 5-point locking system. It really allows you to be comfortable in knowing. It also has specialty locks if you have small children. So there's a lot of things that we've really thought about to customize your experience with windows and doors.
Right, so again, not just protecting against the climate, protecting against intruders, and then of course getting that customization. And not only about the coloring, you guys have all the different hardware we can choose from, the different shapes.
Yeah, because we want you to bring your inner designer out,
Oh,
right?
I like that.
Everybody has their love of what they want their special place to be. And we want to make sure not only is it nice and cozy, not too hot, not too cold, but also beautiful and just right.
That's right, and also that comes with not just the windows, but the doors, the entry doors, the patio doors.
Absolutely.
Basically all of your products that you offer.
All of our products are custom made, but they also have all the elements of burglar deterrence, noise canceling, all those little things that we like to make sure, you know, noise reduction is a huge factor.
I didn't even think about that.
It really allows you to have a great experience in the home that you love.
I think that's great. And also, you know, UV protection as well against like your furniture. You maybe have seen, you know, some sun kind of fading a spot in your home. And yeah, so the fact that it even protects against that too, I think is really, really cool. All right, so for homeowners looking to better secure their home with the protection of, you know, against intruders, break-ins, or even the climate, where can they go to get more information?
So definitely visit Best Windows Florida. There's so many great pieces of information there that can really help you make a great decision in giving us a call. But if you call today and mention that you saw us on First Coast Living, we will be happy to give you 20% off your project.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much again for joining us today and for helping keep us protected.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Thank
you. And Jag's partner too. I think that's really cool. And if you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Senior Vice President and General Manager of Club Direct for BSN Sports, Brian Fleming, joins us to discuss the Club Sports Index, a landmark study uncovering the forces driving today's growing youth club sports industry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate your time. How many young U.S. athletes participate in club teams, and how has that changed in recent years?
Yeah, thanks for having me. The landscape of youth sports overall in the U.S. has just absolutely exploded. There's over 60 million youth athletes now. Roughly half of them participate in organized club or travel sports, and that number's been on the rise over the last decade. The change in recent years is that club sports is just so much more than competition nowadays. Competition is there, of course, but it's also about belonging, development, and community. Families are investing more time, more energy, and more resources than ever before into helping their kids grow through sports.
I love it. I think team sports are fundamental to kids growing up, right? I was in group sports and things like that. It teaches you so much about working with others. I think it's absolutely integral. So let me ask you, about the Club Sports Index. So when and why was it conducted?
Yeah, sure. The Club Sports Index was conducted this past October in partnership with Talker Research. We surveyed more than 4,150 respondents. So that included about 2,000 athletes, 2,000 parents, and 150 club owners and coaches. We launched it to better understand how families and clubs are experiencing club sports today, from their motivations, pressures, the costs that come with club sports, and then also mental health. So At BSN Sports and Club Direct, we serve over 3,000 clubs across the country. This research helps us innovate around what they truly need, everything from uniforms and apparel, equipment, to team identity and belonging.
Okay, so what were the key takeaways from the study then?
Well, one of the clearest themes from the data is the professionalization of youth sports. 72% of the respondents said club sports feel more competitive today than it does recreational. And 1 in 6 parents believe that they're raising the next pro athlete. But the intensity of the professionalization comes with some really powerful positives. Parents told us that their kids are building confidence. Athletes reported stronger mental health, and coaches see real gains in teamwork and character. That said, balance is definitely critical for both athletes, families, and the clubs themselves. The athletes and parents said burnout happens at least twice a year, and that's often tied to just pressures of the game, overscheduling of practices or tournaments. And as a club sports parent myself, I have 2 kids, ages 10 and 8. They both play club sports. I see it firsthand. Our weekends are packed with tournaments, travel, team commitments. It's really tough sometimes to go every week and every weekend. But despite all of that, despite the burnout that we heard about, 9 in 10 parents told us that they see their investment as something truly meaningful for their child's future, and so they stick with it.
Yeah, I think it's very cool. It sounds very, very busy. My daughter's only 10 months old, so I'm not there yet, so I got some time. So let me ask you, what are the most popular club sports in the area, or in our area?
So the regional data, coincidentally, wasn't that much different from the national data. It showed that basketball was leading the way nationally in popularity, followed by soccer, baseball, and volleyball. More exciting kind of in all the data that we saw was the incredible growth in female participation, especially in the sports of basketball, soccer, and volleyball. That was one of the best stories to come out of the data.
That's interesting. Okay, so for parents with kids considering club and travel teams, what factors should we be considering?
That's a great question. Definitely start with fit. Make sure the club's culture and philosophy matches your child's goals. So you'll find that there's a club that's focused more on player development. There's clubs that are more known for intense competition and travel. There's some that are just really all about that overall experience and having fun. Then there's balance. I mentioned the burnout earlier. It's really easy to get caught up in all the travel and tournaments, but rest and other fun activities are really critical to keeping kids motivated and exciting to play. And then finally, I'd say family alignment. Just be realistic about the time and the financial commitment. Our research found that on average, families spend about $300 to $500 a year on jerseys and new gear alone. So that doesn't include travel, registration fees, or anything else. But the good news is, and we love this as a uniform and apparel partner, 64% of parents say it's worth that investment because those uniforms and that gear represent pride and progress for their athlete.
Absolutely. Okay, so before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more information?
You can learn more about the Club Sports Index itself and then anything about Club Direct and how we support thousands of clubs across the country at bsnsports.com.
Excellent. bsnsports.com. Thank you so very much, Brian. We appreciate your time this morning. And guys at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, head over to First Coast News Plus.
At Closet Factory this season, we will transform the way you entertain. We design custom cabinetry, wine racks, and serving counters that's anything but cookie cutter. Family owned, locally crafted, let us make your holiday entertaining easy. We are Closet Factory.
Care Plus Medicare Advantage plans have helped Floridians flourish for over 25 years. All plans include dental, vision, hearing coverage, and more. There's a Care Plus plan that gives you money back on your Part B premium, and a plan with no referrals required for in-network specialists. At Care Plus, we're here to help you feel your best, so you can flourish in Florida, doing what you love. Medicare's annual enrollment period ends December 7th. Call a licensed Care Plus sales agent today.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin? Relieve it in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief. With soothing triple oat complex, clinically proven to restore skin's moisture barrier for 72-hour hydration. Aveeno.
This holiday season, experience the magic of the First Coast Nutcracker, brought to life by the Jacksonville Symphony. For over 50 years, this beloved tradition has enchanted audiences of all ages with breathtaking dancers, dazzling costumes, and the beauty of Tchaikovsky's timeless score. Don't miss the First Coast's only Nutcracker with a live orchestra, the Jacksonville Symphony's First Coast Nutcracker. Tickets at jacksymphony.org.
Big news, West Shore Homes Black Friday sale is here. Right now, get free installation on all bathroom remodeling projects. This includes full bath remodels, tub-to-shower conversions, and even walk-in tubs. Plus, enjoy 48 months of no-interest financing. Just go to westshorebath.com to get started.
Well, that is an incredible deal. And people love how customizable these remodels are.
Exactly. Choose from durable, waterproof flooring, stylish countertop and cabinet options, and then the centerpiece. Your choice of a walk-in shower, a traditional bathtub, or a walk-in tub. Pick from our exclusive line of West Shore Home wall styles, plus a variety of fixtures and finishes to truly make it yours.
Amazing. Folks, Black Friday savings are extended this week only.
Call the number on your screen or visit westshorebath.com for Black Friday savings. Free installation on your bathroom remodeling project and 48 months, no interest financing. West Shore Home, remodeling, reimagined.
When you have a health concern,
your blood pressure's high. It's really high.
Call HCA Florida's Consult a Nurse to speak with a licensed nurse 24/7 for answers and guidance. Call HCA Florida's Consult a Nurse. It's free.
I'm Sierra, and this is my mom, Jill. It's Closet Factory's 12 Days of Christmas Closets. Reach-in closets from just $18.88. Walk-in closets from just $38.88 with 0% financing. Only at Closet Factory.
With the holiday travel season underway, distracted driving remains one of the biggest threats on our roads. Joining us to discuss the everyday habits putting drivers at risk and what we could do about it is Jessica Kearney from the Travelers Institute and Jessica Kikino from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. All right, Ms. Kearney, why is the holiday season an important time to talk about roadway safety?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having us on. And you said it, the holiday season is upon us, and so is holiday travel. So kids are returning home from college, families are gathering, all leading to more activities on our road, which makes it the perfect time to talk about roadway safety, and in particular, distracted driving. So in a survey, Travelers Insurance found that more than 80% of drivers admit to eating or drinking behind the wheel, and close to 30% are taking videos while driving, if you can believe that. Some are even actively shopping on their phones while driving. And whether you identify with any of those behaviors that I just mentioned or not, this is what's happening in the vehicles on the road all the way around you this holiday season. So every second matters when you're behind the wheel, so much so that we named our education campaign after it, Every Second Matters. So program that navigation, set up that podcast, that playlist before you leave. Take a moment to be intentional and prepared before hitting the road.
Shopping while driving, that is madness, okay? That's absolute pure madness. That's a huge no-no at home, guys. Don't do that. All right, Ms. Kikino, what does safety research tell us about risky driving? And what would you advise drivers should or should not be doing behind the wheel?
So IHS has been crash testing vehicles for 30 years so that people can choose cars that offer them the best protection. And today's cars are safer than they've ever been. But despite that, we saw more deaths on our roads last year than we saw 10 years ago. And many of those deaths are due to risky behavior. And so IHS has launched a new initiative to cut crash deaths 30% by 2030. But we will only get there if we reduce those risky behaviors. And so that means buckling up on every trip, watching your speed, and avoiding those distractions.
All right, we're going to stick with you. How is technology playing a role in auto safety today?
Today's cars have a lot of technology built into them, and we bring our own technology into the car too. And things like those big touch screens in your smartphone can really draw your attention away from the road. But there is some technology that is designed to support safer driving. And so some cars will have driver attention systems that give you a nudge when your eyes are off the road, or automatic emergency braking can step in to help prevent a crash if your focus slips. And your phone can even help. So most smartphones have Do Not Disturb While Driving feature that will silence your notifications when your car is moving. And so setting that up before your trip is a simple way to stay focused this season.
Yeah, the cars these days are really pretty crazy. Some of the safety features are wild. We have a Volvo, and I'm telling you, that thing is on it. It's like you've got sensors everywhere. I think it's really impressive. All right, Ms. Kearney, what can families do to stay safe on the roads this holiday season?
Well, our Travelers Institute team has hosted more than 100 auto safety events across the country, and here are some of my favorite tips. So first, speak up. When you see someone driving distracted, that's your moment to say something. We have to evolve our thinking around what's acceptable behind the wheel, and it's going to take all of us saying something and speaking up. Second, model the way. So when you drive distracted in front of others, your kids, your friends, even your coworkers, this is an important conversation to be having with your team at work. Whether or not you realize it, it sends a very clear signal that driving distracted is okay. And we really have to break that cycle. And lastly, I'll just say the holidays are filled with joy, but there's also added stress. Stressed drivers are more likely to be distracted. They're more likely to drive at higher speeds or even less likely to stop at crosswalks. So know your limits. And if you're traveling with someone who can drive and you need a break, just ask for it.
All fantastic advice. Jessica, thank you so very much for joining us today. Where do we go to learn some more information?
You can visit us at travelersinstitute.org or IIHS.org.
Thank you both very much for joining us today. We really do appreciate your time. And guys at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
Holiday and winter travel is upon us, but is your car road ready? Executive editor for Kelley Blue Book, Brian Moody, joins me now with a live demo of top safety tips that you can do in seconds. So really important information. Thank you so much for joining us. And what are the must-have safety items every car should have before hitting the road?
Well, you can start with a small kit like this, which is snacks, water. You want to make sure you have water for everybody. I also tell people include these little charging cables so that like everybody has a charging end for their phone, because phones are going to be important when you're on the trip, not just to keep people occupied, but also it's a safety thing too. Bring some gloves, bring a little brush or scraper for the ice on the windows. If you have those kinds of things, you're going to be set, and put that in the car before you even pack any of the luggage.
Yes, I think that is a fantastic idea. You want to plan ahead so that you are prepared, and hopefully nothing happens, but if it does, you'll be set. So what's your top tip for making sure your car is road ready this winter?
So the top tip is this: when people get ready to go on a road trip, and we think there's going to be a lot more of those this year, in the car on a road trip, everyone knows to check the tire pressure. Everyone knows Dad said to check the oil and all those things. Something that people don't often think of is to check or replace the wipers. The wipers can be super important, crucial on a road trip when it's very foggy, when it's very rainy, or even when it's icy. Rain-X is actually the #1 consumer brand for wipers here in the US, and they have some innovative products and features that you might not know of. So for example, this is called a 2-in-1 wiper. It works as a windshield wiper, but it also coats the windshield so that the water beads up and repels. They're also very easy to install, so I'll show you how easy it is. You take the wiper that you get it, you flip this little door open. It's not hard. This is the part that would be on the car. You just slide it on, and then you cinch it down and close this. That's it. I just did it right here. There's also a protector here for the film or for the coating that's on there. That has to be removed. So all of that, that's how easy it is to do. Wipers often get overlooked, but it's the easiest, most cost-effective thing you can do to have a safe trip.
I love my windshield wipers. Anytime I start to see something going wrong, I'm like, no, I can't deal with this. So I'm definitely going to look into those because I can tell those are nice. And I have used Rain-X before, but I don't know if I've used the one that has the film on it that will help make the water bead.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, that is really cool, really innovative, right? So road trips can be messy, though, as we know sometimes. So do you have any tips for keeping our cars clean before and after our next adventure?
Yes. So I always tell people, clean your car out before you go on a road trip, not just for, sanitary reasons, but for sanity. Being inside of a messy thing, it's kind of unnerving. When you're on the road, you want to be able to focus. And Rain-X actually has these products that are both upholstery and carpet cleaner and repellent. That's an important part of it, as well as leather treatment, protectant, and repellent. The reason the repellent part is important is that when stuff gets spilled, and stuff's gonna get spilled, right? If you have a minivan, you want to use it like a minivan. Pack it full of kids, pack it full of stuff. You want to do all that. Afterward, when you go to clean it and you've treated it with one of these products, it's easier to get the stains out, or it's easier to get the stuff out. And what that does is it makes it easier to keep the car clean. And in the end, when you go to sell that car, it will actually be worth a little bit more. Because when you sell your car, you know how online you have to check, is the car in good condition? Is it in very good condition? Well, you want the interior to look almost as close to new as possible. These products can help you do that.
And Brian, you know what you're talking about. So thank you so much for joining us today. Where can we go for more information on everything?
For more information, you can go to rain-x.com, and on there they have an online finder for the right wiper for your car that's very easy to use. You just put in your car and it'll tell you the right one to get.
Perfect. Thank you so much for helping us stay safe on the roads. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Tylenol is the #1 doctor-recommended brand of pain reliever. It's backed by decades of rigorous, credible research. From doctors, nurses, and pharmacists to moms, dads, and caregivers, they have all put their trust in Tylenol.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising, which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. Here, take mine.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I called Morgan & Morgan because of how large of a firm that they are.
They're the biggest injury law firm, and they cut through the red tape. They get things done.
I wanted to fight for myself. I felt like my lawyer was fighting for me the whole time.
They weren't going to take guff from my employer.
I didn't want to call a small lawyer who insurance companies would stand a better chance of winning against.
Morgan & Morgan fought very hard, and now finally I'm here standing.
At New South Window, our replacement windows and doors beautify your home while protecting your family. They reduce outside noise, keep your home cool in the summer and comfortable in the winter, and are built to stand up to extreme weather. You get premium windows made just for you. Plus, expert installation homeowners rave about. And with our lifetime transferable warranty, your investment is protected for life. Schedule your free consultation today, and for a limited time, buy 2 windows or doors and get 1 free. Call today.
At Fifth Third, we work hard to make banking a Fifth Third better.
Bank?
Oh,
Fifth Third Bank, please.
what is happening?
I'd like to go to Fifth Third Bank, please. They work hard every day to make banking a Fifth Third better, putting extra effort into everything they do and keeping your money safe. And I have a deposit to make.
Gosh, you're so smart.
This is banking a Fifth Third better.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Well, remember, if you missed any of our segments today, you can watch First Coast Living again at 2 p.m. on First Coast News Plus. Just download the app onto your TV. And yeah, streaming again 11 to 2, and then individual segments live there as well.
So this is really, really cool. I just want to give a shout out real quick to the folks at Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center. So we shot a show here, and they actually worked with my dad when he had cancer, right? And he passed away. And so they bought him a star, dude.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that amazing?
He was really taken back by your story, and that's above and beyond.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that.
No, and so yeah, so
that's cool.
A special thanks to Leanne and all those folks over there.
Yeah.
I walked into the office today, and like that was a very emotional experience. That was really cool. Thank you so much. Like, That's amazing.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And what a cool gift idea in general.
That's so rad. I can't wait to go look at my dad's star.
All right, we'll definitely have to post about that because that's really, really cool. But tomorrow on the show, I believe we're going to have Jack Shams with.
Yes, we're going to have music.
Yes, so I'm really excited for that. So we've got a lot more, of course, in store, but stick around.